Creating a game based on an established media franchise, such as a TV show, is frequently viewed as a method to tap into someone else's marketing money and sell a few more units with less risk. They may not have been created by the best storytellers or world builders ever, and for some reason, they're simply left on the shelves of the worst video games based on TV shows. Here are the top 10 worst video games based on TV shows. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. American Idol. American Idol. The game was one of the worst TV-based video games. Surprisingly, the game continues to exist. We'd be here for an hour if it was the iconic Simon Cowell laying in on these boys. The game is worthless right away because there is no singing component, which was required for American Idol. No. According to the rules of this game, it's all about dancing. To say the least, it gives a whole new perspective on a beloved show. Number 9. Alias. J.J. Abrams' first breakthrough program appears to be an ideal contender for a video game adaptation. Alias included intricate conspiracies, stealth, hand-to-hand combat, and spying. However, the Bad Titan game managed to screw up almost everything. In the early 2000s, stealth action was popular in computer games, but Alias included weirdly inconsistent AI that had adversaries detecting you in complete darkness, then writhing around helplessly as you pummeled them to death. Alias had you tackling brain-dead logic puzzles and lockpicking minigames when you weren't dealing with the poor sneaking mechanics. Number 8. Vi Domus. With the show's polarizing opinion on its plot's multiple twists and turns, a video game adaptation was always expected to be similarly unpopular. Its plot will make little sense to anyone other than die-hard Lost fans, and the gameplay isn't engaging enough to appeal to a larger audience. Get this, here's a gun in the game, but you can only shoot 3 bullets at a time. And if you believe the renowned figures can save the day, think again. The Stand and voice actors' horrible impressions erase all realism. Number 7. Little Britain. Little Britain was a temporarily popular UK comedy program in the early 2000s that hasn't aged well due to things like blackface characters. But there was money to be earned at the time, so publisher Mastertronic Group commissioned the most simple of ideas, a minigame collection. But this is no ordinary minigame collection each of the Little Britain activities. The video game is either a monotonous, repetitive button masher or a rip-off of another game with edgy comedy and inane voice samples. Number 6. Superman 64. This is one of the worst video game based on a TV show. They kindly request that players buzz around Metropolis as the Man of Steel, collecting as many gold rings as can. Maybe the game devs assumed they were on the Sonic the Hedgehog crew at first, then just went with it. Superman 64, while not doing Superman justice, is an important reminder that open-world settings are fantastic when there isn't an all-encompassing virtual fog you have to struggle to see through, on little to no detail elsewhere. Number 5. Home Improvement. Power Tool Pursuit. Because they are packed with action and adventure, some TV shows lend themselves well to video games. But you can't do anything when you have the rights to a successful comedy about a grunting dad who hosts a home repair TV show. Absolute Entertainment creates the bizarre Home Improvement. Power Tool Pursuit, in which Tim the Tool Man Taylor battles mummies and dinosaurs to reclaim his New Binford equipment. Number 4. Deadliest Catch. Sea of Chaos. Another reality TV show turned mini-game collection. Sea of Chaos claims to put the player in the role of a Bering sea crab fisherman. You crew a boat and take it out to crabbing areas, where you must participate in 5 different activities that are so shallow that a crab couldn't survive in them. Things aren't going well when the greatest fun you can have is throwing fish crabs on 2 different conveyor belts. And, to make matters even more painful, there are lengthy load times between each game. Number 3. The Simpsons Wrestling. Of all the titles that may potentially rank among the worst video games based on TV shows, The Simpsons Laugh Riot had to be abused by the gaming industry. The best they could come up with for an incredible Simpsons game was something akin to digital sock and boppers with TV characters. Nobody was pleased with The Simpsons Wrestling. The game's attempt to incorporate improved 3D features resulted in it looking like crap every time the camera or player moved. Number 2. The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. While it's a fun game to begin with, things quickly become not only clumsy, as you'd expect from an underappreciated game creator, but also a repetitive nightmare by the half-hour mark. Even though Norman Reedus and Michael Rooker provided voices for the game, it eventually came across as hurried, dull, and a blot on the television show's legacy. This is why you don't build a Street Fighter movie or a Walking Dead video game. It results in the production team splitting. Number 1. Game of Thrones. This RPG exists as a parallel to the events unfolding on a small screen, even linking up with prominent characters from the series, and boasts a tale worthy of George R.R. Martin's fantasy epic. Unfortunately, the similarities end there. Everything else is poorly handled, with the character models and terrible animation severely undermining what is otherwise an original plot. The gameplay is tedious and monotonous, leaving both die-hard fans and casual players disappointed by a video game that promised so much but delivered so little. So guys, that was it for this video. What did you think about our video? Let us know in the comment section below. If you're new to our channel, be sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell to get notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching.